What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. For this video, I wanted to look beyond the usual suspects, beyond Luka, Trey, Zion, Tatum, and do a little bit of old-fashioned speculating on guys that may be flying just a bit too much under the radar. As always, these videos are just for fun and not meant to be financial advice. Do your own research and buy within your means. If you find this video helpful though, and you enjoy the content, please consider hitting the like button and following the channel for more content just like this. Let's get into it. First guy that I want to look at is TJ McConnell. But before getting into him, I feel like I must first pitch you Dennis Schroeder. So I actually wasn't able to find too much eBay sales data on Schroeder further back than a few months. So I actually went and checked out COMC. So on COMC, you can actually see quarterly breakdowns of sales on a specific card. So this is the Dennis Schroeder, I believe it's 2013-2014 Prism. This is basically his main rookie. So this last quarter, I mean, he only had one sale. Before that, it was 12. Before that, it was 13. But take a look at what happened when he signed with the Los Angeles Lakers last season. 205. Take a look at this right here, top left-hand corner. I remember picking this card up for about $3, $4, $5 each, and I was flipping them for around 30 to 35 raw shortly after the trade. So this is the type of thing that can happen when a player that's super under the radar goes to a big market team. And I think this is something that might happen with TJ McConnell. So McConnell's actually coming off of a career year, and he's a healthy, durable, tough player who may not be the cornerstone of a championship team, but he can definitely be a contributor. He's a free agent this year and could be on the move to a contender. I know that the Lakers have soured on the aforementioned Dennis Schroeder, so perhaps TJ McConnell can be a suitable replacement. Financially, they're kind of the same player. So McConnell doesn't have any Prism, Select, or Optic rookies, so you'll actually want to look for Donruss or Revolution. You can get McConnell's lower end cards for between $3 and $6. Here's one for $2.99, free shipping. And if you're looking for anything a little bit higher end, an autograph, something from one of the Impeccables, an RPA, I would go and look at the auctions for those. Regardless of where he lands, the risk is super low on TJ McConnell. But as you can tell, there's only 39 even available on eBay. So the market is not flooded with McConnell. If you have him and you're ready when he gets traded or when he signs with a new team, I think you can make some profit. So next up is Gary Trent Jr. So Gary had a breakout year last year with the Raptors. He had career highs across the board and is likely to sign a long-term deal with Toronto. What I really like about Trent is his age. He's only 22 years old, so that's really low risk with a potential high upside. Right now is a great time, in my opinion, to buy into Gary, as the Raptors are out of the playoffs and the hype is at an all-time low. Personally, I would try to find some color parallels or something numbered and stay away from the overly produced base stuff like Donruss and Optic and even his Prism base. Although if you're getting them cheap enough, perhaps in bulk, there's still room for profit. Just looking at his auction cards, look at this, $14 for a die cut number to 65. Definitely, I think auction is the way to go with Gary Trent in either Prism, Select, or Optic, high-end stuff like we talked about, or an RPA. My next pick is Spencer Dinwiddie. So Dinwiddie missed most of the past season with an injury, but just the year prior in 2019-2020, he averaged over 20 points per game with the Nets. He just declined his player option for next year and is set to be an unrestricted free agent. The Chicago Bulls are said to be interested and could potentially make him their starting point guard. He's 28 years old, entering his prime, and super under the radar in the hobby. A big move to a big market team could lead to big increases. Right now, you can find his cards for dirt cheap. It's like people totally forgot he even existed. For Dinwiddie, I'm looking primarily at his Prism cards. I think you can find some good deals right now on parallels, numbered cards, and even autographs. I mean, just look at this, $29.99, best offer accepted for an auto numbered to 149. This guy is just crazy, crazy under the radar. Let's see if there's any auctions going on right now for him. He's got 4 auctions. So it's, nothing crazy. Some of these are priced a little bit high. But just keep an eye out. I mean, $38 for a PSA 9 RPA. I'm not sure if this is numbered or not, but you can find steals on Dinwiddie right now. Our fourth guy on the list is Lauri Markkanen. From one player who may potentially become a Chicago Bull to one who may be on his way out. It just hasn't worked for Lauri in Chicago, but I think a change of scenery will do him wonders. Lauri is only 24 years old and was actually averaging nearly 19 points per game just 2 seasons ago. Personally, I think he lost some of his confidence in Chicago, and he just hasn't been gelling with the coaches and the team. While you could definitely find some deals on eBay for Lauri, you may also want to consider looking for him on StarStock. So StarStock, for those of you who are not familiar, is a marketplace that advertises itself as the stock market for sports cards. Here you can purchase cards instantly with the option to either ship them home to you or relist them immediately. A lot of people make money using StarStock like the stock market, like day trading. They simply buy hot players at the moment that they've done something relevant, and then they just quick flip them. Raise the price, flip them. You don't have to deal with eBay returns. You don't have to deal with any kind of nonsense. It's buying and selling at its easiest. But you could also find great deals on StarStock. While they've recently started focusing a lot on graded cards, they also do sell raw cards. So let's take a look at Lauri as an example. So these are the Lauri Markkanen cards that are available on StarStock. So you can definitely find some deals here, and it may make sense to not even ship them home to you. Just keep them on the site and flip them down the road. Shipping and taxes and all of these things, and then eBay fees when you sell, all eat into your profit. But if you're buying on StarStock, you're kind of getting the lowest possible price right now. You could pick up his PSA 10 StarStock A, which is supposed to be a kind of a better raw card, for $8.49, but the last sale was $5.75. On eBay, when you factor in shipping, you are definitely paying more than that. Perhaps down the road, I'll do a more in-depth how-to video on StarStock for those that are interested in it. And I'll drop my referral code down below. If you use it, you actually get a $10 credit with your first deposit of $10 or more. And I also get $10, so it's kind of a win-win for both of us. So check out StarStock. So last on the list today is my boy, Julius Randle of the New York Knicks. He is the NBA's most improved player this past season and was a first-time All-Star and led the Knicks to their first playoff berth in a long, long time. But since the Knicks got bounced early in the playoffs and Randle didn't necessarily have the greatest series, his stock has fallen quite a bit. However, this offseason, the Knicks have something like $70 million in cap space, and they have been linked to potentially disgruntled superstars like Damian Lillard. Everyone expects the Knicks to make some big offseason moves, but Randle is beloved in New York, and he's likely to sign a long-term deal and stay with the team. So if you're going to get into Randle, this may be the best time. For Randle, I'm primarily looking at Prism and Select. Optic didn't exist that year. So here's a recent sale at $25. Buy it now. You could probably find, I would say find some cheaper ones in auction. Here's an autographed Prestige that sold for $42. Here's a Select that sold for $10.50. $7.50. This is the premier level, so this is even a better level. So auction is definitely something you'll want to look at with Julius Randle cards. $20.50, number to $249. Because a lot of the prices on the buy it now are still reflective of where the market was on him a few months back. So auctions is definitely the way to go. But personally, he's somebody that I really believe in. I'm personally looking into getting some more autographed cards, maybe some graded cards of his. Look at this one. Panini Prism Red Pulsar, number to 25, $400. I sold a couple of Julius Randle Select cards that were not numbered to 25, that were unnumbered, just the Prism or the silvers for $600-$700. So his price has definitely come down. All right, guys, that's all for today. If you made it this far, smash that like button for me. Help me out. It's super easy. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to have a ton of great content just like this coming up in the near future. See you next time.